Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another completing categories video. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be the last one for a while, because I'm not too sure what else I'm going to do, but I can definitely do this for you guys, so this is one, I'm definitely doing. But anyway, we're basically doing a new completing categories, and this of course is for mascots. So far we got quite a few mascots in the game. Now there's a few that aren't really here that you could consider mascots. For example, Springy is an Olympic mascot, so you could consider him. You got Fatov, like ones like that technically are mascots. Even like Santa's Little Helper technically is a mascot for a bit anyway. He was. So anyway, let's go. So there's a lot of mascots, so this is going to be its own video. First of all, so we're going to go with the kind of major ones. These are kind of the most important ones, or the ones that appear the most, or the ones that are at least very notable. So first of all, I've just thrown in the Lard Lad Donuts, because I know, of course, we got Lard Lad, who is the original mascot, the original guy who was the mascot, but it would kind of be cool if we got either a costume for him, or a separate character of the big Lard Lad guy, maybe, because of course we did see him in that one Halloween episode where he was walking around as like a big menacing thing, in that Halloween episode anyway, he was like causing trouble. The actual big mascot, like the big statue, or not statue, you know what I mean, came to life and started wreaking havoc. So it would be kind of cool if we maybe got him as a non-playable. I guess a non-playable would be more sense, like just a big version of him walking around Springfield. We have Dash Dingo. Now Dash Dingo is, I think he's the mascot for, I think it's for one, he's obviously a TV show, but I think he's also for a breakfast cereal. So, but we have seen him a few times, and he sort of roughly counts as a mascot. So I threw him on there as well. So it would be kind of cool if we got him. Of course, he is a Crash Bandicoot sort of parody. Then we have Sir Unks-a-Lot. Of course, he is the mascot for the Springfield University. Very important because, of course, he played quite a major part in that episode. Of course, he was this whole thing where they were smuggling him. Now, it's kind of difficult to add Sir Unks-a-Lot because I was expecting them to add him alongside Benjamin, Doug and Gary. But they didn't. But he could very well come with the Springfield University and also have tasks. He could be a character that actually comes with that building, because obviously Benjamin, Doug, and Gary can't come with that building now, but he could definitely come with that building. It would be kind of weird, but it would work, I guess. It'd be better than no one coming with the university. And then we have the 7 Duffs, which I think I would definitely really like to see in the game. So, of course, this is edgy, remorseful, dizzy, tipsy, slowly... I can't say that word, but you know what it means. Queasy and sleazy. Really funny, of course. They're a parody of the 7 Dwarfs, which is fun, hilarious. Of course, they are pretty notable mascots for the Duff brand. So I would really like to see those guys in the game. Now, they could just be non-playables. To be honest, I'd settle... There's 3 options it could be. Non-playables, which I wouldn't be completely over the moon with, but I'd accept because at least it'd be in the game. 2... I wouldn't mind them all being separate characters. Now that's a big ask because, of course, that would take a lot. Like a massive Gills deal, I think would be awesome if they were just one big Gills deal, and they all had tasks. That would be awesome. Or 3, the middle ground that I'll still be okay with. I wouldn't be too crazy with non-playable characters, but the middle ground I'll go with is their one big character. I don't know, it would be a bit weird, but I guess it could sort of work. I think it probably could anyway. Anyway, the next one is Smiling Joe Fission, which of course is the mascot for the nuclear power plant. Of course, we never actually seen like a physical version of him, but I'm sure they could make one if they wanted to do something nuclear power related. And then we have Menthol Moose, who is of course the advertise the kind of mascot for cigarettes, some cigarettes that we've constantly seen in The Simpsons, so it makes sense to add him, and we've seen him physically before as well. Anyway, now we have product mascots. So these are mascots that are in products. Now ones like this, like Mama Celeste, I've not got all of these ones. For example, I've just thrown a few, like the Burley one, because I know that he kind of came alive, and I'm pretty sure she came to life for a little bit. We have Paul Newman, because I'm pretty sure we've seen him like physically sometimes. Professor Pigskin as well. I think we also saw him like actually move about. I'm pretty like those ones I just sort of thrown on there because I'm pretty sure we've seen them move. If we didn't, then whatever. We have Alan Wrench, who of course is the this is a salad dressing. This is some sort of leaflet, I don't know. whatever the heck that is. This is paper towels, and this is, of course, a pizza. But we have Alan Wrench, who is the mascot for, I think, just tools overall. I don't know if it's just wrenches, but pretty sure it's tools overall. But he's like the mascot for a company anyway. We have Wally Weasel, which is pretty cool, actually. It, kind of surprising they didn't give him with the actual restaurant. Well, of course, he's like he's a parody of Chuck E. Cheese, so sort of product, sort of restaurant, but you know what I mean. He, of course, is the mascot for that, and yeah, obviously he's kind of cool. So that would be a kind of cool one. Definitely a potential non-playable. We have the Kool-Aid guy. This is the Family Guy version because I can't find the Simpsons version, but they definitely did show a version of the Simpsons. But I think for copyright they probably can't put that. They can get away with this because they can get away with Alan Wrench and they get away with this and Count Fudula, which is obviously Count Chocula, parody of that. They could give him could give us him as well. Maybe Halloween would be kind of funny. Rich Uncle Pennybags, of course, they probably can't get away with this because of copyright. But hey, it would be kind of cool if we got him. Of course, he's the Monopoly mascot, and we have Twinkie the Kid, who is a parody of the Twinkie mascot. I'm not sure. Is that the actual real life mascot? I'm not too sure because I don't really eat Twinkies. They're not really a thing over here. It's very hard to get Twinkies. Everyone seems to be. I don't know. I don't really find them that amazing anyway. But yeah. Anyway, that's the first page of product mascots. Then we have some more. So we have Trix Rabbit, we have Captain Crunch, and we have Toucan Sam. Now these three are all real life mascots, so I don't know if we'll ever get these, probably not, but I just thought I'd throw them in anyway, just so we actually, have the full list. We have these ones that were just sort of shown. Of course, there's like a candy bar, we have a soda, and we also have popcorn. They are perfect non-playables. If they were ever to do something like a kind of cinema-related sort of thing, they'd be perfect as non-playables. Maybe even the tappable thing. If they had to have a tappable thing, then they could obviously be potentials, and then we could actually get them after. As as for donuts. We have Mr. Cashew, which is a parody of Mr. Peanut, so they could definitely get away with that. I'd love to see that in the game. We have the Kubler Dwarfs. I'm not sure if they are actually a real life thing. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe they could add them as one big playable or maybe a non-playable. And then we have my favourite, the one I want the most, Duff McShark. So, of course, Duff McShark was the replacement after Santa's Little Helper for the sort of animal who replaces, as their Duff, animal mascot. So, Duff McShark is just this big shark with a Duff barrel in his mouth. We've only seen him once, but he's so cool. I would like it if they somehow made him an actual non-playable, as in he literally just swam around the sea, and then when you tapped him, he kind of emerged with the barrel in his mouth. I would really like that if they could possibly make that a thing, so he just kind of swims around your ocean, but I presume they're not going to be able to do that, so the only other alternative is to, of course, make him just a decoration, and he'll, like the whale, for example, and he'll just sort of sit in the sea with the big barrel in his mouth, which I guess I'd settle with, I guess, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. So we have some even more product mascots, so they could actually make some of these categories. Anyway, we have the Krusty Burglar, who is a brief mascot for the Krusty Burger, so could be a potential. We have the Cheesy McMare, who's of course I think he's a parody of the McDonald's one. I'm not sure if that's the actual name of the McDonald's one. We have Noid, who of course is for cereal, I'm pretty sure, which of course he's an actual thing, so they couldn't get away with that. With Julius Pringles, again, another one they didn't really parody, they just blatantly stole. So I'm not sure if they could add that. We have Billy Bullion Cube, Bullion? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not too sure what the heck that is. Someone else can tell me. Someone can tell me, surely. It's all American stuff, so I'm not too sure. We have Captain Quisp. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if this is an actual real-life cereal thing, if this is the real-life thing, but they might be able to get away with some of this. So I reckon they could get away with it, because Family Guy Quest stuff gets away with all this copyright stuff, like adding actors and stuff like that, and the Kool-Aid guy and stuff like that. They get away with it, so I don't know if why the Simpsons couldn't, TapTap couldn't. Maybe it's because it's EA and they don't want to take risks. We have Camper Kong, who is, of course, the mascot for the Springfield Motors, which we haven't actually got in the game yet. Of course, it'd probably be best if he just came in the form of a balloon and not the form of the actual mascot. But hey ho, you never know. We have Investo the robot, who is, of course, the mascot for essentially the American Express credit card, basically. The parody of that anyway. And then we have possibly my favourite one, because it's just no one's going to know who the heck these guys are. So we have Crinkle, Snip, and Poof. So this is Poof, this is Snip, and this is Crinkle. It's in the opposite direction. But no one knows who these guys are a parody of. Obviously, they are a parody of Snap, Crackle, and Pop. But, of course, they could easily get away with this. It's perfect. Not sure when they could add them or what update they could add them, but it would be kind of cool if we got these as even non-player. Well, probably non-playables. Anyway, moving on, we have some sport-related ones. So we have Handsome Dan, who's the mascot for Yale University, also, well, sort of the football club anyway. So that's why I sort of throw him in there. Pretty cool. So we did see him. He interacted with Mr. Burns. So it could be a potential for a non-playable. We have Swish, who's this basketball mascot. Definitely a potential for a non-playable. And then we have Siggy. I'd probably see this more being a decoration than an actual non-playable character. But it always has potential, I guess. We got Springy in the game as a non-playable. So why not Siggy? Just have him kind of running around. Of course, he was the mascot that Selma and Patty designed for the Olympics. Anyway... we have I think this is the final one. Yeah, this is the final one. So this is other mascots. So this is the last one. So we have Flappy the Flag, who is the mascot for some kind of sport-related thing. Anyway, I think actually I probably should have put him in the sport-related stuff. Oh well. We have the News Hound, who actually I probably should have put a more relevant one because he's there a few times. Of course, he is the Channel 6 mascot. So this is kind of one that I would definitely love to see eventually, because of course he is an actual physical thing. We have McGriff the Crime Dog, who is the mascot for the police station. Again, another potential. We have Foxy the Fox Network Fox. So again, another one they could probably get away with because of course Fox licensed the rights, so I don't see why they couldn't. Actually, also the Cletus, was it Cletus or Cletus, whatever the heck the robot's called, the one we got for whatever the heck that robot's called, but the one we got for what's it called? Football, whatever. The whatever it is, you know what I mean. The one we got for Super Bowl, that's it. Super Bowl, that was what I was looking for. The word I was looking for. The one we got for Super Bowl. We managed to get him, and of course he had like the Fox logo on his side, so I don't see why we couldn't get Foxy the Fox Network Fox. We have Dr. Swig McJigger, who of course is a cocktail like a cocktail guide mascot, so we could definitely get him. We have Hosey the Bear, who is a fire safety mascot. We have Michigan J Frog, is it Michigan J Frog, who of course is the Warner Brothers mascot. Probably won't be able to get him. We have Jeeves, who of course is the Ask Jeeves mascot. Again, probably won't be able to get him. And then we have the last one, which I think is probably the coolest because he actually has. I found it, and it actually looks like a tapped out unlock screen almost, doesn't it? Phony McRing Ring. So Phony McRing Ring is of course the mascot for the phone book. The Springfield phone book, and we've seen him physically, so I definitely think this is a real potential. We could definitely get him in the game as not maybe just a non-playable or possibly a playable because they've done it before with mascots, so why not? Anyway, that's all the mascots, guys. So that's probably completing categories over for now, unless I manage to scrape another one. I'm not sure, but that's definitely a pretty complete one. So any other mascots I missed, please do tell me. Any other which mascots do you think you want to see the most? Please do tell me. Yeah, of course, Fox is right here if we look at him, so I don't see why they couldn't add him. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.